Hi there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona, and today's class is a well-paced, steady 60-minute Vinyasa flow class, linking your movement with your breath, and it moves at quite a steady pace, a consistent pace for most of the class, and then toward the end of the class we slow down, make our way onto our backs, and get into some more restorative hip openers and hamstring openers once our lower body's nice and warm. The only prop that you may need today for class is a belt. If you don't have a belt, you can use a towel or a strap. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for joining. Namaste. And begin your practice in a comfortable cross-legged seat, propping yourself on the edge of a blanket, lifting tall through the spine, and arranging your shoulders so they feel level, relaxed away from your ears, and gently shutting down the eyes. And give yourself 3 deep breaths here just to land in your body and find a feeling of stillness in your body. Sensing your breath moving in and out through the nostrils. Refining your attention. And taking one more cycle of breath. As you breathe out, drawing your chin in toward your chest, your eyes to the back of your eyelids, and gently blink the eyes open. And taking your fingertips down by your side. And as you breathe in, send the arms up overhead, send your gaze up, press your palms. And as you breathe out, draw your hands down through your heart center, interlace the fingers. Send the palms away and reach into your back body, widening the shoulder blades. As you breathe in, send your arms up overhead, rocking forward onto the front part of your sit bones, lifting high through the arms. And as you exhale, release your hands down by your side. And again, reaching the arms up overhead as you breathe in. Exhale, bring the palms together, interlace the fingers. Send the palms away. Widen through your upper back, hug in through the belly, and then as you breathe in, send your arms up overhead. And this time as you separate the hands, just spread the fingers, roll the wrists, and lower your hands down by your side. Next breath in, arms overhead, send the gaze up, and as you exhale this time, take the hands behind the back, interlace your fingers. Drawing the shoulder blades together as you breathe in, lift your heart and open your chest, send the gaze up. And as you breathe out, keep the hands where they are, take the chin in toward your chest, stretching through the back of your neck. And then just roll your chin around the front of your chest, like a pendulum, stretching through to the sides of your neck, keeping the fists low toward the floor. Back to center, release the hands, and walk yourself forward and come into tabletop position, setting the hands up underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and finding a neutral spine. Take a deep breath in here, soften your belly toward the floor, send the gaze up. And as you breathe out, round the spine, hug in and up through the belly, pushing down through your shins, the hands. And take a couple more rounds there, arching the spine, extending, widening the collarbones, rounding the spine, sliding your shoulder blades apart in your upper back. Breathing smooth and deep, moving at the pace of your slowest breath, and finding your way back to neutral. Keep your hips above your knees and walk your hands forward to Anahatanasana, heart opening pose. Take your hands quite wide to give yourself some room through the shoulders, and find the shape of downward dog in your upper body as you reach forward through the leverage of your arms. Rest your head either on the mat or hover just above the mat. And find space around the back of your neck and unwrinkle the shoulders, widening through the shoulder blades. And take one more deep breath in and out here. And as you breathe in, gaze forward and making your way down onto your belly, onto your forearms. And take your hands together, interlace all your fingers except for your pinky fingers. Run them along the mat, elbows shoulder width apart, and step your feet back to come into forearm plank. Balancing on your forearms, the balls of your toes. Finding a diagonal line from the back of your skull all the way down to your heels. Front of the pelvis lifting up. Take a deep breath in here, and as you exhale, tap your right knee down to the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left knee. Inhale, lift. Both knees now belly engaged, drop and lift. Right side and left side, and both knees together. Try not to dip in the low back spine. One more round. Left knee and both knees. And releasing the knees to the floor, come all the way down onto your belly now and extend your arms out long and straight in front of you, shoulder width apart. Take your feet hip distance apart or a little wider there and engage your legs. And we're going to seesaw here. Keep the legs down as you breathe in. Lift the chest and heart and reach your arms up and forward. As you exhale, take the hands to the floor, full palm down, raise the legs, any amount there, and then switch, legs down, arms up, hands down, legs up. And one more round. Moving with your breath, staying comfortable in your low back. And then rest everything down. Slide your hands back by your ribs, elbows tucking in. And shift your way back into Balasana, child's pose. Splitting the knees a little wider than your hips and taking your buttocks to your heels. Reach your arms forward and rest your head down. Breathing into the back of your lungs here, as if you're breathing all the way down to the lower lungs, spreading and widening across your low back spine. Keeping your arms engaged, your forearms lifting. And this is your rest pose. If you need to take a break anytime during the class, return here whenever you need to do less. On your next breath in, gaze forward between the hands. And as you breathe out, come up onto all fours, tuck the toes, and make your way into downward facing dog. And with your arms straight, your fingers spread, keep a little bend in the knees. Lift your sit bones, point them high toward the ceiling so you find a diagonal line from your hips down to your shoulders, shoulders to your hands. Your low belly's hollowing out, breath is wide into your ribs. And then gently bike out through the heels. Feeling for length through the calves and the hamstrings. And just noticing how you feel in your body and how you're starting your practice this morning or this evening. And take 2 more deep breaths in and out, finding stillness in your body, a deep breath. Take a smooth breath in, gaze forward between the hands, bend the knees, and go ahead, walk yourself forward to the top edge of your mat. Bring your big toes to touch. When you arrive, a halfway lift, looking forward, and as you exhale, fold over the legs, soft bend in the knees, release all the way down to the crown of your head. And then very slowly peel up through your spine. You can release your arms and roll up through ragdoll, stacking your vertebra. When you get upright, send the arms up overhead, reach tall, send the gaze up to the tip of the thumbs. And as you exhale, draw your hands in toward your heart, relaxing your shoulders. 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar C, a lunging salute. Take a deep breath in, send the arms up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. And as you exhale, dive forward, hinging from your hips, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, looking forward, hands to shins, flat back. And as you exhale, fingertips to the floor, lunge your right leg back. Take a long stride, knee to the floor, arms overhead as you breathe in. Hands to the floor as you breathe out. Stepping back to plank pose as you breathe in. Perhaps first round knees, chest, chin to the floor as you make your way all the way down. Take a low back bend as you breathe in, using your core strength to lift. And as you breathe out, make your way back into downward facing dog. We'll keep it rolling with your toes together here at the back of the mat. Raise your right leg up and back. And as you breathe out, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Left knee to the floor, arms overhead as you breathe in. Hands to the floor as you breathe out. Stepping forward lightly to the top edge of the mat. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Arms rise, come up to stand, reach tall. Exhale, hands to your heart. One movement, one breath, arms overhead, breathe in. Uttanasana, forward fold, breathe out. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fingertips to the floor, lunge your left foot back, left knee to the floor. Circle the arms out and up as you breathe in. Place your hands down as you breathe out, step back, plank pose. Knees, chest, chin, or a full push-up, elbows at a right angle, all the way to the floor. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Staying with your breath. No rush. Left leg rising as you breathe in. Left foot forward as you breathe out, right knee to the floor. Circle the arms out and up as you breathe in, let the hips sink forward. Exhale, fingertips to the floor, step forward lightly, top edge of the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, your halfway lift. Exhale and fold, Uttanasana. Deep breath in, rise to stand. Arms overhead, gaze up. Exhale your hands to your heart. One round Surya Namaskar A, arms overhead as you breathe in. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, looking forward. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, plank pose. Strong legs, eyes forward, low push-up chaturanga as you breathe out. Upward dog or cobra, back bend of your choice, staying comfortable in your low back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause here, about 5 breaths. Equal effort through the arms and the legs. Spread equally through your fingers. Close up the air pockets underneath your hands. So you're pushing the floor away, taking the heat out of the wrists, energetically lifting up through the arms. Thighs and shins moving back in space. Sensing the rhythm of your breath, calm and smooth. On your next breath in, gaze forward. End of your exhale, step or lightly hop forward to the top edge of your mat. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale, 2 fold over your legs. Bend your knees into chair pose, reach the arms, weight in your heels. As you exhale, flow the arms back, your torso forward. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, float the arms back, torso forward, just flowing with your breath. Inhale, rise to stand now, push down through your feet, stretch your body out, look up. Exhale, dive forward over the legs. Inhale, coming up halfway, extend through your spine. Onto your fingertips, lunge your right leg back to runner's lunge. As you breathe in, send your heart forward, keep your back leg straight. And as you breathe out, come into pyramid variation, lifting the hips, working towards straightening the front leg. Rebend the front knee, runner's lunge, heart forward. And exhale, lift the hips and straightening through the front leg, any amount, big toe mound pushing down into the floor. Once more, re-lunge, runner's lunge. And lift the hips, pyramid variation. Coming back to runner's lunge, plant your hands now and lift the left leg up and back into down dog splits. Keeping the hips level, deep breath in. As you exhale, core lunge in the air, knee in toward the nose, rock forward, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, reach up and back, keeping the hips level. And as you exhale, step forward to warrior one. Left foot in between your hands, anchor your right foot down. Arms rise as you breathe in. Exhale your hands to your heart, softening the shoulders. Inhale, circle the arms overhead, straighten through the front leg. Exhale, re-lunge, hands to the heart, flowing with your breath. Arms overhead, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the heart. Keep the legs where they are. Next breath in, arms overhead, stay here, warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Find a steady gaze point, relaxing through your jaw, breathing deep in and out through the nostrils. Sharpening your back leg, anchoring your back heel. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale, hands to the floor, step lightly back, plank pose. Lower slow through a vinyasa. And vinyasas are always optional. So if you need to take a break, find either child's pose or downward dog. Arriving back in downward dog now, take 5 smooth, deep breaths. And imagining the energy of your breath moving and circulating around your body. Breathing from the center of your body out to the edge of your body in all directions. And we'll keep it flowing. Second side, take a deep breath in, looking forward. End of your exhale, step or lightly hop forward. Bring the toes together, a halfway lift when you arrive. Exhale and fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana, bend the knees, reach the arms. Exhale, float the arms back, your torso forward, breathe out. Inhale, back to chair, sink a little deeper through the hips. And exhale, float the arms back, torso forward. Pressing to stand, reach tall, straighten the legs, look up. Exhale, dive forward over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, coming up halfway, looking forward. Exhale, lunge your left foot back, runner's lunge. Inhale here, send the heart forward. Exhale, lift the hips and work towards straightening your front leg, bow in. Re-lunge as you breathe in. And straighten the legs as you breathe out. Re-lunge, breathe in, back leg stays straight. And then straighten both legs to bow in. Re-lunge your front leg now. And plant your hands, send the right leg up and back, down dog splits. Reach back, arms strong. Exhale, core lunge in the air, rocking forward, knee in toward the nose. Inhale, reach up and back, down dog splits. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands, coming into warrior one. Reach the arms overhead as you breathe in. Hands to your heart as you breathe out. Circle the arms up, straighten the front leg, breathe in, stretch tall. Exhale, hands to your heart. Once more, just like that. Inhale, reach, arms long and straight. Exhale, rebend the front knee, hands to your heart. Keeping the legs where they are, circle the arms up. Pause here, 3 deep breaths. Your standing poses are very positive for building stamina and strength, and great for your cardiovascular fitness. Just softening your shoulders there, finding a steady gaze. Take a deep breath in, perhaps send the gaze up, press your palms, and as you exhale, take your hands to the floor, stepping back through a vinyasa or taking rest, lowering slow through chaturanga, upward dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. 5 smooth breaths. Arranging your hands, shoulder width apart, spread your fingers. And feeling your feet, hips distance apart, heels heavy. Calm rhythm to your breath. Take a deep breath in, look forward. And at the end of your exhale, step or lightly hop forward to the top edge of your mat. Bring your toes together. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, your halfway lift. Exhale and fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose, press your palms. And as you exhale, twist to your left, hook your right elbow outside of the left thigh. Just moving with your breath back to chair as you breathe in. Press your palms, exhale, twist to your right, left elbow hooking. Inhale back to chair, breathe in, gaze up. Exhale and fold over your legs. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, looking forward. Exhale, staying on the fingertips, lunge your right leg back, runner's lunge. Heart forward as you breathe in. Plant the hands and send your left leg up and back for down dog splits. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, core lunge in the air, rock forward, hug your belly in and up. Inhale, down dog splits, left leg up. And as you exhale, step lightly, quietly forward to warrior two. Take a long stride between the legs, open the arms out wide to a T, and find your balance. Settle in, let the hips sink down, track the eyes of your left kneecap forward. Lengthening through both sides of your waist to your armpits, relaxing your shoulders. Next breath in, reverse your warrior, reach the left arm up and back. And as you exhale, take your left forearm to your left knee, easy side angle, right arm straight up toward the ceiling. Stay grounded in your back heel, lunge deep through the front leg. Pushing down through your front foot, come all the way up, reverse and straighten the front leg as you go, lifting the quads above your kneecap. And as you exhale, hinge out over your front straight leg, coming into triangle pose. Left hand to your shin, the foot or the floor. Reach your right arm up. Try and send the hips forward. Gently lean your torso back, including the back of your skull, lightly nodding the chin in toward your chest. Stay long through your spine. Breathing in, coming all the way back up, re-lunge your front knee, warrior two. And we'll go a little deeper. Inhale, reverse. As you exhale this time, take your left hand to the inner left ankle, right arm either straight up, or if it's comfortable for your low back spine, send your right arm overhead. Try and stay open through the chest, belly button pointing outwards. Breathing deep. And take the heat off as you push down through your front foot, reverse, coming all the way up and back, straightening your front leg as you go. And as you exhale this time, just take your left arm forward and your right arm straight up. So you make an L shape with your arms, legs supporting you here along with your core. Extend the crown of your head forward so you feel long through the spine all the way down to your tailbone. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor, either a vinyasa or take rest here, do less. Stepping back to high push-up, low push-up, upward dog or cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. Here for about 5 to 8 breaths. Settle in, and if it feels comfortable, close your eyes. Breathing with sound and Ujjayi breath. Second side coming up, deep breath in, looking forward. End of your exhale, step or lightly hop to the top edge of your mat. Toes come together, inhale Ardha Uttanasana, and exhale, fold over the legs. Bend the knees, chair pose, reach your arms, press your palms, and take a twist to your right. Inhale back to center, chair pose. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale through chair. Exhale and fold, empty the lungs, sigh down. Inhale Ardha Uttanasana, looking forward. Exhale, lunge your left foot back, runner's lunge. Land here, send your heart and your ribs forward. Plant the hands and make your way into down dog splits. Right leg up and back as you breathe in. Core lunge in the air as you breathe out, just moving with your breath. Inhale, down dog splits. Exhale, right foot forward to warrior two. Long stride between the feet. Open the arms out broadly, reach from fingertip to fingertip. And settle a steady gaze out over your right middle finger. Inner thighs stretching toward your knees, tailbone lengthening toward the floor. Keep your legs where they are. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reaching out through the right side waist, and as you exhale, easy side angle. Right forearm, right knee, left arm straight up. So find your integrity in the pose, staying open and bright across the chest, keeping the lungs available, breathing smooth, anchoring the outer edge of your back foot. Next breath in, push down through your front foot, come all the way up, reverse and straighten your front leg, lifting the quad muscles, and as you exhale, come into triangle pose. Hinge out over that front leg, keep both sides of the waist long, left arm reaching up, and if it feels comfortable for you, extend and turn the gaze up toward the left thumb. Pushing down through your feet so you feel an upward energy through the inner thighs to the pelvis, and then long through your spine to the crown of your head. Keep that steady tempo to your breath. Coming all the way back up for warrior two, rebend your front knee. And come down a little deeper if you can. Keep tracking the right knee forward. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, right hand to your inner right ankle. Left arm either straight up or overhead. So even though it's a little bit of a deeper option, try and keep that spaciousness, also a sense of ease in your body. Not here for long. As you breathe in, reverse. And straighten your front leg as you go, reach up and back, and that variation on triangle now. Reach your right arm forward, parallel to the floor, left arm straight up, so you make an L with your arms, and find support in your legs, pushing down through your feet and engaging your quad muscles. Reaching forward through the right arm, up through the left hand, deep breath in. And as you exhale, gaze down, little bend in the front knee, land the hands, stepping quietly back to plank pose as you breathe in, a vinyasa as you breathe out, lowering slow, back bend of your choice, fill up, fill the lungs in your back bend, and then roll back to downward facing dog. 5 to 8 smooth breaths. Gently shutting down the eyes, relaxing your jaw. Resetting so you can begin again. Breathing from the center of your body to the edge of your skin. Smooth breath in, looking forward. And at the end of your exhale, step or lightly hop forward to the top edge of the mat. Bring your toes together, Ardha Uttanasana, breathe in. Uttanasana, forward fold, breathe out. Chair pose. As you breathe in, bend your knees. And as you exhale, just forward fold here over the legs. Halfway lift when you breathe in. Lunge your right leg back to runner's lunge as you breathe out. Take a deep breath in here, wide through the collarbones, send the gaze forward. And as you exhale, plant the hands and take the left foot back next to the right. Take a wide stance through the feet. Balance on your right hand, spin your heels to the right for side arm balance, variation, left hand to the sky. Reach up through the left fingertips and raise your right hip up away from the mat. Send the tailbone down toward your heels, keeping your legs engaged. Glide the left arm overhead and find a side body stretch. And then send the gaze down, your hand down, come back to plank pose. Low push up as you breathe out. Upward dog or cobra as you breathe in. Downward dog as you breathe out. Take a little bend in the knees and walk your hands back to your feet there at the back of the mat. Easy forward fold, catch opposite elbows, place a soft bend in the knees, torso sitting on your thighs. And just drape yourself over your legs, letting your spine cascade down. Calm the rhythm of your breath. And then releasing the arms, take your right fingertips in front of your right toes, little bend in your right knee, send the left arm up for a twist, straightening through your left leg, and we'll just flow. Left hand down, bend in the left knee, right arm to the sky, and once more each side, right hand down, bend in the right knee, straighten through the left leg, left arm, and last time, right side, twisting to your run, folding forward, and then slowly unfolding through the spine, coming all the way up to stand. Reach the arms overhead, send the gaze up. And as you breathe out, take your hands to your hips. Step your toes toward each other and balance here on your right foot. Hug the left knee in toward your chest. We're going to be balancing down the mat, coming into tree pose first, Vinyasa. Left knee out to the side, your left foot to your inner upper thigh, or if that's not possible or accessible, left foot can rest on the calf, or if you're quite wobbly today, tap your left toe to the floor. Keep your hands at your heart center, your shoulders relaxed, and then sense the central channel of your body getting a little bit taller through the crown of your head as you push down through your standing leg. Steady gaze, calm breath. And taking your arms out wide to the side to a T. Step forward onto your left foot into the middle of the mat. Bend the left knee and make your way into eagle pose, right leg wrapping over the top. So make a shelf with your left leg. Right toe can tap to the outside of the left foot, or you can wrap the right leg around the back of your calf. And then wrap the arms. So taking the left arm on top, your right arm under, your hands to prayer, or hold opposite shoulders. And aim to get a feeling of broadness through your upper back by dragging the shoulder blades away from one another. Hug the legs to the midline of your body and sit a little deeper. Perhaps fold forward as you breathe out, holding your balance with a steady gaze. Gently unravel and step forward to the top edge of your mat. Take your feet quite wide, coming into Malasana, yogi squat. Toes turn out, heels turn in, and sit down on the back of your calves, any amount. So you can come down halfway if it bothers your knees, or all the way down, elbows to the inside of your knees, pressing your hands to prayer. pause here for a few breaths. Eyes can close. Feeling length from the groins toward your knees, hugging the knees to your elbows, resisting with your elbows. And taking your fingertips to the floor, lift up halfway and toe heel your feet together, top edge of the mat. As you inhale, come up halfway. And as you exhale, forward fold over the legs. Chair pose as you breathe in. Forward fold as you breathe out. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, extending your spine. And as you exhale, lunge your left foot back, runner's lunge. Staying on the fingertips, reach your heart forward. And then plant your hands, step back to plank pose. Shoulders over the wrists, feet quite wide. Balance on your left hand. And spin your heels to the left for side plank. Right hand lifts straight up toward the ceiling. Crescent shape under the left side of your body so you feel your oblique muscles, side abdominals working. Legs stay straight and strong with your toes flexed. Reach your right arm overhead, reach out through the right side of your body. And then eyes down, hands down. A Vinyasa, low push-up. Upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And just go ahead, walk your hands back toward your feet there at the back of the mat. And take your easy forward fold, catching opposite elbows, letting your head hang heavy. Breathing smooth. Release the hands to the floor and then really slowly roll up through the spine, stacking the vertebra in your spine as you come up. Reach the arms out and up, gaze up, and then taking your hands to your hips. Toe heeling your feet a little closer toward one another. Balance on your left foot and pick up the right knee. And make your way into Vriksasana, tree pose. Right foot either in upper thigh or below the knee. Hands to the heart center. So it does help to sandwich the inner thigh or inner calf to the sole of your foot, resisting with the sole of your foot. So you're hugging to the midline of your body. Jaw soft, your breath smooth. And taking the arms out wide to a T. Step halfway up the mat onto your right foot, bend the right knee and wrap your left leg over the top, finding eagle pose. Your version. And taking your right arm on top, your left arm under to wrap the arms. So another alternative here is just to take your hands to prayer or hold opposite shoulders. Folding forward if you have your balance, rounding the spine, curling in, chin tucks in. And slowly unraveling, coming up a little way, and step the left foot and then the right foot up to the top edge of your mat and find yogi squat. Heels in, toes out, and sitting down at the top of the mat with your hands in prayer, elbows to the inside of your knees. Tucking the chin toward your chest, lengthening through the back of your neck. Gently close your eyes. Release the hands to the floor, toe heel your feet back together. And as you breathe in, take a halfway lift. As you breathe out, forward fold over the legs. Rise to stand, reaching the arms out and up. And exhale your hands to your heart center. Deep breath in, arms overhead, big hip stretch coming up. And as you exhale, forward fold over the legs. Coming up onto your fingertips or hands to the shins, halfway lift. And as you exhale, step your right foot back, runner's lunge. Take a smooth breath in here, heart forward. Plant the hands and send your left leg up and back to down dog splits. As you exhale, taking your left knee to the back of your left hand and resting down for pigeon pose. Right leg out straight. And if this bothers your knee too much, just come down onto your back and take a hip groin stretch with your left ankle to the top of your right knee. When you feel ready, if you haven't already, starting to walk the hands forward any amount, leaning your torso weight over your hip, your front thigh. And if you feel quite out of balance through the hips and your right hip is quite high here, it can help to wedge a blanket or a prop, a block underneath the left buttocks. And just to stay safe through the knee, flexing the left toes. And to find the restorative benefits of this posture, it's helpful to rest your head. So you can either stack your fists or comfortably rest your head on the mat. Five smooth breaths in and out. Breathing in, looking forward toward your hands. Breathing out, walk your hands back so you can stand on your hands to step quietly back to downward dog. Pedaling out through your heels. And soft bend in the knees as you look forward between your hands. Walk or lightly hop forward to the top edge of your mat. Toes come together, inhale Ardha Uttanasana, exhale and forward fold. Gently rise to stand, breathe in. Hands to your heart as you breathe out. Circle the arms out and up as you breathe in. Exhale, dive forward over your legs. Inhale Ardha Uttanasana, looking forward. And as you exhale, lunge your left foot back to runner's lunge. On your fingertips here, breathe in. Plant the hands, send your right leg up and back, down dog splits. As you exhale here, take your right knee to the back of your right hand and set up for pigeon on your second side. Flexed toes. And stay comfortable in your knee here and your hip. So your shin doesn't need to be totally parallel with the front edge of your mat. And in fact, if you're quite tight, bring your heel in toward your pelvis. And most importantly, stay comfortable in your knee and try and stay as level through the back of your sacrum, the back of your hips as possible. Prop yourself if you need to. Arms can walk forward or forearms. Try and let your head rest. Take about 8 breaths here. Letting go of your effort across your shoulders and your arms. Emptying your weight heavy into your right hip. And gently pressing up, looking forward toward your hands. Just walk them back toward you so you can stand on your hands to step quietly back to downward facing dog. Bike out the heels. Bring balance back to your spine, back of the legs. And gently crossing your legs in front of you, lowering the knees to come down all the way down onto your back. And if you did have a belt here, grabbing it now as you recline. Hug both knees in toward your chest. And take your left foot to the mat and hook the belt around the balls of your right toes. If you don't have a belt here today, just interlace your fingers behind the back of your right hamstring, or a little higher up, or take a big toe bind. Try and let your shoulders relax, your shoulder blades slip down your spine, so your upper body feels effortless. Reach tall through your right heel. And your next option is to take your left leg out straight so the legs scissor away from one another. And give yourself 5 smooth breaths, nurturing breaths, unhurried. And keeping the belt in your right hand, take your left hand to the top of your left thigh and take your right leg out to the right side, kicking out through your heel. Move slow so you can pause when you feel challenged in the leg, so you can just breathe and let your breath inform how deep you go into the posture. And taking the belt into your left hand now, sweep the right leg up and over to your left. And if your left knee was bent, straighten it out here and come onto the pinky toe side of your left foot, over onto your left hip. Reach away with your right heel. And you can extend your right arm out to the side, palm face down, so you feel grounded and not off center. And then bring your right hand to the belt just to help yourself back up. Come all the way back up onto your back. Release the belt over to the left side and hug both knees in. Give yourself a little rock side to side. And place your right foot down on the floor. Hook and loop the belt around the balls of your left toes. And reach the left heel toward the ceiling. And just pause, check in with your hips, make sure they feel balanced and symmetrical. There's a natural curvature to your spine. Right leg could extend out straight here, or you can keep it bent, particularly if you're tighter in the hammies. And then with your right hand on the top of your right thigh, start to send the left leg out to the left. Kicking out through your heels so your leg stays engaged without locking your knee out. So left quad muscles are lifting. And try not to roll off your right buttocks. And then take the belt into your right hand to help yourself all the way up. And if your right knee was bent, straighten it out here and take the left leg over to your right, rolling onto the pinky toe side of your right foot now. So for a stronger outer hip IT band stretch, your left leg comes a little closer toward you, toward your face. If you need to ease off a little, the legs are a little closer toward one another, toward the foot of your mat. Left arm can extend out, try and ground the left shoulder blade down. Perhaps send the gaze over to your left. And then coming all the way back up. Release the belt off to one side and hug your knees both in toward your chest. Roll around any direction, circles or just a gentle rock. And making your way into happy baby or dead bug pose. And catching the outer edges of your feet and drawing your knees down toward your armpits. Flexing your feet. Shins perpendicular with the floor. Soles of the feet look like they're holding the ceiling up. And try not to be too forceful here. If you need to lift your head and your heart to make it more accessible, do that. Two more smooth breaths in and out. And then from here, take the soles of your feet together, reach between your legs to catch a hold of your ankles, raise your head and your heart, and then send the outer edges of your feet down toward the mat, rounding the spine, and lightly stretching through the shoulders and your upper back. And then roll all the way down, catch the knees in, slip your hands behind the back of your knees, and take 3 rock and rolls to come all the way up to sit, rolling through the entire length of your spine with a little momentum to come up to balance. And then all the way up to sit. Sitting evenly on both sit bones, and feel free to grab a blanket underneath your sit bones if you need a little bit more support. Extend your right leg out straight with a bend in the left knee. Catch a hold of your left knee and take the left foot to the outside of your right knee or right leg. Keep your right toes flexed and send the left fingertips behind you, your right hand to the sky as you breathe in, or come into a twist. Either hug your front knee or hinge your right elbow to the outside of the left knee. And gently spiral the gaze out over your left shoulder, staying upright through the spine, with a smooth quality to your breath. One more deep breath in. Exhale, eyes forward, release, and set up for the second side. Left leg out straight, right knee bends. Sit tall, taking the right foot to the outside of your left leg, right fingertips behind you, left hand to the sky. Breathe in to find length through your spine, and then go ahead, hug or hinge your elbow to the outside of your knee there, and start to twist incrementally with your breath. An inhale extends your spine, you sit a little taller, and an exhale revolves you, and there's no need to again be forceful. You're just gently coming around, finding comfortable twist through your spine. Gaze turns out over your right shoulder. One more smooth breath in, and as you exhale, take the gaze forward and release. Send both legs out straight there in front of you, and bring your toes together there. And if you had a belt, you're most welcome to use a belt around the balls of your toes here. Last forward fold before a shavasana. So you can loop the belt or just reach your arms up alongside your ears, and exhale to forward fold over the legs. Hands can arrive either side of the legs, or you can park them around your feet if you're feeling a little warmer, more mobility through the back of your legs. And breathe deeply out, so you just stay in that place of surrender as you bow in. And when you feel ready, just slowly unwinding and either making your way into a seated meditation or resting back in shavasana, corpse pose, to complete your practice. 60-minute class, we have 5 minutes here for shavasana. Resting your arms away from the side of your body, palms face up. Relax your fingers and your palms. Extend your toes away, your feet separated, and then just relax your feet. Heels heavy. And close your eyes. And really feel your weight land in your body. Front of your body receding back. Back body resting into the support of the mat below you. And quietening the effort of your breath. Relaxing any gripping in your body. Cultivating a feeling of effortlessness. That feeling you sense just before sleep. And feel your whole body breathing. And sense your whole body relaxing and resting. And savoring your last minute here. Restoring all the systems in your body. Enjoying the quietude and deep sense of presence. And I hope you've enjoyed class today. Thank you so much for joining. And see you on the mat next time. Namaste.